This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Wednesday, July the 30th. Starting out, cattle values. All-time highs new set several days here recently, again yesterday. This is coming a lot from it's supply and demand. Tight cattle numbers, tight cattle inventory, beef supply that's shrinking. You name it, really kind of throwing support under that cattle complex. Here's the concern that record high cattle has led to record high beef, and that is just making its way into the supply line. Consumers are going to start paying these record values for their beef. We'll see if the demand holds in there. Yesterday's jobs report showed a little bit of a cooling to the U.S. labor market. So, Packers are showing concern. We've talked about this over and over, but every day we put in a new contract high is one day closer to rationing a little bit more beef. And that's really what's taking place in the cattle complex. We're trying to ration beef. We haven't so far, and values will probably keep rallying until we can. But boy, that market very top heavy. Stay hedged up. The other one, China's soybean coverage. We started to get their numbers out here, and it's worth looking at. China 100% covered for their August-September soybean needs. Trade putting them at about 28% covered for their October soybean needs and about 4% for November. Absent from the U.S. No U.S. soybean sales to China over this period. That's a little bit concerning. It's more concerning now that we're towards the end of July, and China hasn't made any purchases. I was expecting to see them by now. We've seen some unknown sales, but nothing concerned to China. It does appear as though China is trying to squeeze the U.S. out of their market as much as possible. Remember, they're importing meal from Argentina. Yeah, they're trying to cut us out. They're not going to cut their imports from the U.S. to zero, but I do expect to see a little bit more pressure, and that's why soybeans have struggled here. We just don't have that Chinese demand underneath us, and that's what we need. Third thing, the Fed meeting. We're going to get their decision today on interest rates around 2 o'clock Eastern is when Chairman Powell usually speaks. Practically nobody in the United States is expecting an interest rate cut, other than I do believe Donald J. Trump might be expecting one. I think he's going to be upset. I don't expect a rate cut this month. Possibly at the next Fed meeting. I just don't see it this month. Numbers haven't corrected enough for the Fed would really change their opinion. But moving forward, it does look like we will see a little bit of a softening. I know the Fed's been slow. I can't say as though I disagree with them. We're not chopping and whipsawing our interest rates around. And consumers are spending money. These interest rates do not appear to be slowing consumer spending at all. And that's really what the name of the game is. Those are the three things I'm watching today.